I'm not quite sure how this came across my desk, but I have to admit, after looking at it, it really did pique my interest. So apparently there's this new car company that's coming out that's been started by a couple of CEOs. I hear a lot of links to Amazon like Jeff Bezos, and one of the former CEO of their worldwide consumer business sounds very cool, but this truck is called Slate. I think this car looks like a Ford Bronco.
Hey mamas, this is the blank slate. You have a 5-foot long by 4 feet wide bed. Now watch it transform. Now it's a 5-seater SUV.
And they got the name basically saying it's a clean slate. The way it first hooked me is they said the pricing was about $20,000 for the whole thing. Now, looking in a deep dive on it, what that means is basically that it starts off at $27,000 or $28,000. But as of now, they're trying to get rid of this, but as of now, there's a huge tax credit that you get when you buy electric vehicles. So it would end up being priced under $20,000. And it's a truck, but it's able to get this low price because it is so bare bones that it's actually crazy.
You can choose the SUV kit so it can adapt to your needs over time. It's made of composite and is dent resistant. You have a large front trunk. It fits. It has hooks here so your groceries don't spill.
Some of the ways that they cut corners when they did this. So it has a factory paint shop, meaning it only comes in one color. There are no radio or anything interfaces, which I'm not necessarily against because a lot of people use Apple CarPlay or the Android version of that. They also have nothing else in the car whatsoever, to the point that there are roll down windows like the old ones that we used to see back in the 90s for my old heads.
It's at the game. It's designed to be wrapped by you or a pro. Hey mamas.
It's an electric car, so it has rear wheel drive and very bare bone specs. There's not much going on the inside, to the point, again, they don't even have speakers.
Inside you have a digital cluster, and who needs a screen when you can put your phone here?
Now, at first, when I'm looking at this, I'm like, why the hell would anybody want to buy this car? It has nothing in it. And at $20,000, you could probably buy a used car somewhere in that region and get more specs and more things in it. But one, it's an electric car, so I guess more people are going towards that. So you can see it's got cloth seats. It doesn't have anything on the interior. It's very bare bones. There's one little interface up here that has a small backup camera because it's like they have to do that for legal purposes. You can't make a car that doesn't have a backup camera as of now, but you can see it's just one blank color with some really blank rims. And when I first saw that, I'm like, well, why would anybody want to buy this really ugly car for that price? But I do think, while I don't like this car, and I also think that the price for what they're giving you is still too high. I can't factor in that tax credit because you don't know if it's going to be there by the time this gets released, supposedly end of 2026. But the idea, I'm intrigued by it. I'm not going to lie. So let me explain to you some of the things that happen with this. They're going to have the ability to almost fully mod this car. Again, it doesn't come with speakers. It doesn't come with any kind of audio interface, but you can buy a tablet stand for it or a holder that can be third party or not. And they are going to have these wraps that are going to be in little shops that you can use or DIY it yourself. But they're going to sell wraps that fit the car completely so that you can just throw it on there for like a lower price. And almost everything is upgradable either through the store. It's going to come with a catalog, or you can go somewhere and get them aftermarket. I think right now, I am interested by that concept because it's very niche. So some people like buying cheaper cars or older cars and then fixing them up. And for people like that, the possibilities are endless to be able to change the parts or change whatever you want to for the car. You can also change the engine because it's just that little electric engine. They have the ability, I think the base model starts with like 150 some odd miles per charge. I don't have an electric car. I don't know how that works. And then it goes up to like 250 or something like that, and you can add on prices. So they'll start with tiers, but that original one starts at 27. At 20, I don't dislike it. Now that car is ugly, but the idea of that car really got my gears turning towards, I think that's kind of the future of where cars can go with all these dealer prices and stuff like that. If you start selling someone a cheap base model and then you just work from there, no negotiation, no anything. A lot of things have changed with the car market with Carvana and kind of how they revolutionized people buying cars online, that I began to think I kind of like, say, for example, you had like a Nissan or a Honda or a Ford, whatever, where you could start with that base model and they were allowed you to just add on the things you wanted to because it's streamlined to be able to build them really easily and assemble them. So you could just order from a catalog, assign whatever it is that you want to assign,
Or
and maybe get the
customize it
price up
with
to
a
like
tablet for less
$30,000. But
distractions
you
and
get
safer
what you
driving.
want
I'd want that for my
instead. Some
team.
people may not care about having power windows, so take the price off. Some people may not care about having speakers in their car. Maybe they don't listen to music or they listen to headphones. Take the price off. Some people may, and I kind of like that idea.
You can even customize all the fabrics, and look at these slate lids. It's me. You can change out the door panels too. You have a large storage space here for a bag, cup holders.
So then just some more photos of this. Again, it's just this really plain looking cloth car, but the ability to customize it, that concept is really kind of growing on me.
You have storage under the bin doors, and you can add a speaker, and you can move this seat forward to access the back. In the second row, I actually have great leg and headroom. And can you believe this was a truck? These panels can pop off too for an open air driving experience, even with the second.
So just some ideas. Again, there's no audio or infotainment system. Every truck comes with just like a little phone holder. And these are pickup trucks, so it's not like a regular car. And some people don't care about that kind of stuff. So you just pop your phone in there and away you go. I still think the price is too high.
The average vehicle costs $50,000, but the Slate is under $20,000 after incentive.
So there, your standard is 150, and then you can get a new upgraded one for 240. You can also get some different kind of flatbeds, or you can get a top for it, or they have another one that's kind of like a hard top. You know, it's not a big flat top. I don't know. I wanted to talk about this because I'm not quite sure what to think. I'd like to hear you guys' feedback on it. Again, it's not like a nice one, but if they came out with a slightly nicer version of it, the idea just has my interest up.
This electric vehicle has 150 miles of range. For those that need to go further, there's an accessory battery pack with a projected 240 miles of range.
So while the price is too high and the concept isn't exactly my cup of tea, just the idea is there for something that I really think is a pretty cool idea. See, there's a custom wrap that you could put on it or change the color. So it allows for like customability. It almost seems like an iPhone, but a car. The biggest thing that turns me off with this one and why I don't like this specific one, it doesn't have 4-wheel drive and it's a truck. Like that's just an automatic no for me. If they have a 4-wheel drive option where I don't know what it would cost to add that on extra, but just having the customability to make a decent car. If you took that base price of 20 G's and I could add on like $5,000 in customs and make it like a $25,000 car, I think it's pretty cool. I just wish it wasn't as ugly as that, but I just wanted to show y'all that idea because I like the revolutionary aspect of it. And we all know with car prices right now that they're outrageous and people are looking for better and cheaper alternatives. So if they can just hone that in a little bit, I first saw it was like, this is the stupidest idea ever. And the more I read about it, I was like, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think it would be better if it was already started at under 20 and kind of move from there. I don't know what the profit margins is and how they're going to do that, but I don't know what you guys think. I had to talk about this one, man, because I think it's a dope concept. Do you think that the price needs to come down? What kind of ideas would you have? But let me know what you think in the comments.